So, Alexa, you're going to the Olympics. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
I talked to your dad for a while. He told me a lot of stories about what's been happening with COVID, with going to the Olympics. Tell me yourself, how has this been for you to find out you're going and to go through the COVID thing at the same time?
Yeah, it was super exciting to find out that I was going, of course. But then we definitely were like I would say worried about COVID. Like we wanted to make sure we protected ourselves the best. So I haven't been we bubbled ourselves off as soon as we announced the team. So we are. It was a little weird because you don't get to celebrate with your friends and family. But yeah, it still doesn't make it any less exciting. We're definitely super thrilled to be going, super grateful to be going, and we have a pretty close knit team out here in Calgary. So at least we have each other.
I assume a big party planned when you get back.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. Of course, COVID's the all knower at this point. So we'll see how COVID is when we get back.
So I've been watching social media. People in Virden saying they remember a 9-year-old whose single dream was to go really, really fast.
Yes.
Well, how do you get from there to where you are now?
um. Yeah, I definitely dedicated myself a lot in my early years to speed skating. I think I've been full-time committed to speed skating since I was 15. I went to high school, of course, but everything kind of was get up early, go to training. I didn't attend class as much as I probably should have. I didn't skip out, but I was away in Calgary trying to get the most ice I could get so I could be a better speed skater. So I definitely went all in, and it was a lot of hours of dedication, a lot of training, a lot of support from my parents, of course, a lot of hard-earned dollars going towards skating. But now I have the opportunity to be out here in Calgary full-time and train with the national team and be one of those on the World Cup team and be one of those high-level speed skaters, which is super exciting.
You happen to have two hometowns. You've got people cheering for you on both sides of the province. That must help.
Yeah, it definitely does. My mom is originally from Virden, and so a lot of my family is originally from there, and I, of course, went to elementary school there, so I have all the teachers, and I went to school with a lot of people's kids, and I'm super there's of course rural Manitoba where we get behind who we can get behind. And then we moved to Clandeboye when I was about 10, and that community welcomed me really well also, and cheers me on a lot, and it's super exciting to have both sides of the province. I feel like I have almost all of rural Manitoba cheering for me, which is really exciting.
Now, you're no stranger to adversity. When I look you up on the internet, food poisoning and you still win?
Yeah, that was an unfortunate draw in Poland. My last year of juniors, I got food poisoning in Belarus on our way to Poland, and I was very sick all week, but we made it through.
That's amazing. What do you say to the kids out there? Because someplace there's another 9-year-old, a 10-year-old saying, I want to go fast too. What do they do?
Definitely, I'm a big believer of you get out of it what you put into it. So if you want something bad enough, you just got to put your head down and work for it. And also trust the process. Some days are going to be harder than others, but those hard days are what makes you, that shapes you into the athlete or the even musician or whatever you want to be in your life. It shapes you into what you become. So that's what I would say to them.
Alexa, what do you have to do between now and coming back home? There's a lot of logistics, obviously, to get to the Olympics, compete, and come back. How does that look for you?
Yeah, we have a lot of COVID tests to do. A lot of COVID tests, a lot of to make sure we can get into the Olympics safely. It's a pretty bubbled event, so which is super fortunate. So yeah, the team is really leading us, kind of holding our hand, helping us through it because it's quite different than many other years. But then you get to the games and it'll still be pretty strict COVID measurements, but yeah, once we get there, we're all just hoping we get there and then we can almost breathe a little bit more.
Now you have your eye not only on this Olympics, but you have your eye on the one in 4 years too.
Yeah, for sure. I was hoping to be like a threat for this game. To be selected for the team is a great honor. I always knew that 2026 was my goal. I really looked forward to that Olympics and possibly the one after that. But yeah, I wanted to really be in racing shape for 2026, so that would be exciting.
And to be clear, then it was a little bit of a surprise to be going this time.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise. I knew I had some pretty good results at the World Cup, so that would have put me in a pretty good spot. I also had a kind of a breakout season for the last Canadian trials we had in October. I kind of didn't know I was going to go that fast, and then got selected for the World Cup team, and it's kind of just been my breakout season, yeah.
Do you see yourself? It's a strange question, perhaps, but do you see yourself as how famous you are in Manitoba, or is it just something you're doing every day and you're not thinking of that?
Um, no, I don't. I don't really think of that. Like, um, I don't. I don't think of myself as famous. Like, I just skate around in a circle, and I feel very fortunate to have the people from my home province. Like, I'm always a Manitoban first and foremost. Like, I feel a lot of pride for Manitoba. I try to hold on to all my Manitoba roots as long as possible. So that's I feel super grateful. Like, having all these news and media reach out and want to talk to me. It's like it's exciting and encouraging because that's what like gets the younger generation, those kids that haven't quite found their niche, to like try out speed skating because they like hear someone like me that's come from Virden, Manitoba, and now she's going to the Olympics for speed skating.
Lex, anything you want to add?
No, I think you did a great job. Thank you.
Well, thank you much. Thanks for taking the call. Certainly wish you the best of luck.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye bye.